with good wheels on the bases.
Now up for St. Louis, Alec Burleson. That one in triple digits.
No balls, 1 strike.
Win on at first, nobody out. Runner takes off, pitch in for a strike. The throw, tag, and he's out.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw, quick, not rushed, and accurate.
One down, base is empty. Battling here as he fouls it away. Out towards right center field. Cruz sizing this one up. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 down. Here's the Cardinals lineup now. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out. A lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
Wilson Contreras in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Swinging a foul straight back. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Redbirds down quietly. And now the Pirates will get their first opportunity. No score. Major League Baseball is on the show. And we're back. And on the mound today, a guy who will give them innings. Sonny Gray. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Great sinker. Although it's not his primary pitch, it's really a pitch that he can go to. Misses the barrel of the bat, gets ground balls, and lets the defense work behind him.
Here's Tommy Pham.
Tommy Pham.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. So a man on base to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Brian Reynolds here. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-1.
Nobody out, runner at first. And that is out of play.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
That one is absolutely belted. And it's gone. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 2-0. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the lob, and gets the home run.
O'Neal Cruz, the next to hit, takes ball one.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands.
No, Boog, I know it's obvious, but you just can't miss Cruz when he's on the field. I've never seen a player like him. I mean, he's 6'7", weighs 220 pounds, and is the tallest shortstop in the history of Major League Baseball.
Swing and a broken bat roller towards third, and that's just foul. And they'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Swing and a ground ball. Sends it to first. One away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer. We take a check of the Pirates lineup put together by manager Derek Shelton. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup is a bit unusual against a right-handed pitcher.
Yeah, Boog, certainly bucks the old conventional wisdom, and I'm not sure I see the vision from the manager on this one. You're not exactly putting your players in the best situation to succeed when you roll out a lineup like this. Maybe they've seen something on video that tells them there's a weakness to exploit. Perhaps that's it.
Andrew McCutchen, the next to hit, takes outside. Late on that fastball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball.
Strike.
Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Look out!
Dead ball.
And it hit him. This is Joey Bart. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one. Man at first, one away. And a foul ball. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Gosh, here it is. Hit it. Three-pitch strikeout. All fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
Now, Billy Cook. And a big swing and a miss.
No balls. One strike.
Two outs. That's
Ball
down
one.
and in. Just missed.
2-1.
Swings through that one for strike two.
2-2.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Fights it off. He'll see another. McCutchen leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That's off the inside corner, and now 3-2.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
swing and a miss. Struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the third baseman, Nolan Arenado. Skeens in his second season, 22 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Hit in the air left field. Reynolds gets under it. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
The second baseman.
Here's the second baseman, Brendan Donovan. Way upstairs, ball one. Activity in Pittsburgh's bullpen. David Bednar loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. And now 2-0. Making the calls behind the plate in this one is Woody Keller.
Yeah, and Woody does a pretty good job back there, Boog. He's got a pretty fair strike zone most of the time. Maybe some inconsistency here or there, but usually he's back there doing a solid job.
And another ball.
No strike.
One out, base is empty. That one's in there. That's strike one. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Got him looking. That was pretty nasty.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter, and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
2 down, base is empty. Lars Nootbaar next up for the Cardinals. First pitch, and he just misses. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. That one not close. 2-1. On the ground right side. And that is that. from Nationals Park in Washington, D.C. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the San Francisco Giants and the Washington Nationals. First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to roll here. And today's starter, Mackenzie Gore. What do we have on him?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Now at the plate, Jung-Hoo Lee.
For San Francisco, the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee.
That's too low. And we are underway.
Ball one, no strikes.
Slider right there.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Cruz has this one sized up. Makes the catch. One down. Now we take a peek at the Giants lineup. Now the number 2 hitter, Tyler Fitzgerald. First pitch swinging.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
Comes up empty.
0-2.
One out, bases empty. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one's back and gone. He leads the yard to right. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Well, he almost robbed the home run right there, and I tell you what, he'd love another crack at it. During batting practice, you always like to work on that, and so close, but that one was just out of his reach.
One out, bases empty. Willie Adames stands in. Close, but called the ball. And that's ball 1. And Adames swings through that one. Activity in the Washington bullpen. Derek Law looks to be getting ready for Dave Martinez. Ferrer also getting ready. And there's a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Just off the inside corner. And it's 2-2. And that's too high. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Had him out front for strike 3.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then buried that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Matt Chapman up to the plate now. That one close, ruled a ball. And it's 1-0. 2 out, space is empty.
Ball, that's out.
That
Ball
misses
3.
the zone, and it's 3-0. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. Swing and a miss.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He flexes his power with that swing. It's their 2nd home run of the inning, and they add to the lead. It's 2-0.
He got on plane with that high fastball, and look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that pitch.
Here's Lamont Wade Jr. Outside low, 1-0.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
That one ripped. And
That
it gets
ball's
into the
foul.
corner, but it's foul.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right back up the middle approach.
On the ground, Abrams slings to first. That ends the frame. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here with my pal Siggy, and starting in this one, Logan Webb. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working. But if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
C.J. Abrams leading things off and takes a strike. Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2.
2 strikes.
And there's a ball. And that one's a little bit low. The count now 2-2. Out to short, Adames. Gets it to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. Here's Dave Martinez lined up for the Nationals. Trailing by a couple of runs already, and I'm sure they'd like to erase that deficit quickly.
Yeah, you don't want to let this deficit get into your head and you're trying to just make up the difference with one swing and you really don't have the base runners on. You've got to contribute, keep the line moving, and all of a sudden you have a big inning. Everything shifts and you find yourself in the driver's seat.
Line drive, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair. And even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory. And that right there was perfect. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Little chopper rolls foul. Cruz over at first with one away. Tap foul at the plate.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, out, 3. It's a double play, and that'll do it for the inning.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back,
Nationals.
and we've got a new arm on the mound to start
Number
the second.
39.
Lucas Sims.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's Elliot Ramos, known for his late inning heroics.
Ramos.
He swings and fouls one off. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 1-1. And that one almost hit him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And it's even up.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Ruiz down to first. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
And now it's going to be Patrick Bailey.
Outside, that's a
and
ball.
the first pitch misses for ball 1. Right through there for a strike. Dave Lawrence behind the plate today. Consistent and pretty accurate with the balls and strikes.
Yeah, he's one of those guys, Spook, that just keeps the game moving. Nothing overly unique about the strike zone that he calls, and as a result, he's appreciated by both sides.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. One and two here. Now one missed.
He might have to look for a different put away pitch right here 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
One down, base is empty. Towards first. He gets there with the slide. And very nicely done for the out.
Batting in, the right fielder, number 5, Mike Yastrzemski.
Mike Yastrzemski up here. And that is in for a strike. It's 0-1. And that one is inside. Grounded to low. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Hello from Petco Park in beautiful downtown San Diego. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the New York Mets and the San Diego Padres. First pitch coming at you right after the break.
And now, please welcome your San Diego Padres.
Just about ready to go. Today's starting pitcher, Yu Darvish. What's the word on him?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
And stepping in for New York, Francisco Lindor. Foul ball there.
First pitch, 106.
Darvish delivers. There's the strike.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it.
That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
Leading off for the
And
Mets,
now it's
the
Juan
right
Soto.
fielder, Juan Soto.
Now a screamer into the outfield. One away.
Batting third, the third baseman.
Here's a Mets lineup now. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
On the ground to the left. And foul ball. Man at first, one away. And that's outside. And the count even 1-1. Right side. Slides, but it gets by him.
No, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there.
Mlb중kie.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
First and second, 1 out. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. And that misses. 2-0.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
2 on, 1 out. Liner, and this could be trouble. Lindor zipping around third. He scores and they have the lead. Coming home. The relay throw. Safe. He beats it. It's 2-zip.
Everything came together for him. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. Fouled off left side. Man at second. Left field. Hayward sizes this one up. Brings it in. And there's 2 away.
Batting 6, the designated hitter, Jesse Winker.
Here's Jesse Winker. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field. If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
Up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. No throw, and they can't get the out.
Batting 7, the center fielder.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. And next for the Mets, Tyrone Taylor. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Ball.
This one in the dirt. Runners hold. Count moves to 2-0. Alonso on third. Winker at first. 2 out of the inning. And that one fouled off. Two on, 2 outs. Misses the sweeper.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
2 strikes.
Two aboard, 2 outs. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Hit in the air, right field. Tatis gets there, he's under it, and that's the 3rd out. Alonso with the run-scoring double for the Mets. And it's 2-zip. Back after this on the show. Back here at Petco Park. Our starter in this one, Kodai Senga.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
And that's way high. And 1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss at the slider in the dirt. Alvarez down to first with it. Got him. 1 away on the strikeout.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there. And I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. Pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in. Kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to whereas you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
1 out, base is empty. Lined, and that's a base hit.
He was all over that one. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Stepping in for San Diego, Jackson Merrill. Not
Ball
close
1,
with
no
that
strike.
one. And that is ball 1. Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but, you know, at the very least, if you could find a...
Tatis runs. Pitch outside. Throws. Save. That's a stolen base. The 2-1. And fouled off.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
It gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
That's off the mark, and now it's even 1-1. Moving in the bullpen, Edwin Diaz preparing to come on if needed. Buto getting cranked up as well. Pitch kicks away. That one finds the corner, and that is strike 2. Two down, nobody on. That misses the zone. 3-2 now. Jake Cronenworth in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And the tying run is on base.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Kodai Senga is done, and he's not going to be happy with himself. New pitcher on the mound in a moment.
Now pitching.
They hand the ball over to a new arm, A.J. Minter.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free passes, especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way on.
Now here's Jake Cronenworth. And that chops in for a strike.
But with the tie and run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
And now the lefty. That one ripped, but foul. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Welcome back, and we've got a new arm on the mound to start the second. Jason Adam.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets.
Francisco Alvarez.
I ain't even know you, but your brother's my brother. Shout out Kesey, LLB. I never told Mugga I live right across the street. The memory is better.
And that one is downstairs. And that's ball one. Activity in the bullpen for San Diego. Jeremiah Estrada up and loosening in the pen. Matsui, a left-hander, also throwing. Next pitch is outside. And another ball. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. Hey. Right through there for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul.
Well, he was ready for that fastball right there. Really turned on it, hit it hard, had the distance, but just too much hook to it. So might want to make a little bit of an adjustment, let it travel a little more, and see if you can keep that thing fair.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there.
Yeah.
Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Jeff McNeil stands in. And it's fouled away. One down, base is empty. That to right. Tatis after it. Out number 2.
Up next for the Mets, the
So
shortstop.
the lineup flips over. Here's Francisco Lindor. And that's a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Excellent arm action on that 2-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
Pitch
That's
misses
ball
there. And that's ball 2.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Out to short. Bogarts handles the chance. Throws across the diamond. Lindor retire. And that will end the inning.
P98 size 11 and crushing my feet like a vice grip. I couldn't find him in bigger. They matched so perfectly with his new coach. They're trying to call me a democracy.
Here at the friendly confines, Wrigley Field. We've got a perfect day for baseball. It's the Miami Marlins and the Chicago Cubs. All right, we'll be back to get this one started
And
after
now,
this.
please welcome your Chicago Cubs.
Just about set and towing the slab here, Shota Imanaga. What do we need to know here?
He's got that splitter, and it's a pitch that swings and misses, come fast, and they come often. Very difficult to pick up out of his hand.
All right, ready to go here.
Leading
Xavier
off the
Edwards
afternoon
gets a
for
chance
Miami,
to hit here.
The shortstop, Xavier Edwards.
Line drive. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. And up next for Miami, Connor Norby. Step off, throw to first. Edwards back on a dive. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Swing and a chopper out to short. Off balance feed. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
That is good.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Jesus Sanchez, the next up for the Marlins. Move over to first, trying to keep him close. First pitch misses. Norby at first, one gone. Swing and a foul out of play. Got the bat going too soon and strike two.
With two strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Squeezes it. Two down. And time now for the Marlins lineup. Seeing this righty-heavy lineup must be licking their chops with a lefty on the mound.
Now, to me, Boog, it shows the manager's trying to set these players up to have a big game. Facing an opposite-handed pitcher, you only get a fraction of a second longer to see the ball and decide to swing, but that could be the difference between a line drive and a swinging strike.
Jonah Bride in the box now as he leaves that one up high.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
And it hops over the wall for an automatic double.
Off the bat, I thought they were going to score their first run of the game, and that feels like a tough break. But look at the bright side. Really good contact at the plate, and now they're working with not just one but two runners in scoring position, so they'd love another base hit right here.
So two down, and at the plate for Miami, Matt Mervis. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Chopper right side. Bush. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Marlins strand a pair, and now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Wrigley Field, and today's starting pitcher, Sandy Alcantara. What do we have on him?
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because, you know, guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same-side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count. And to opposite guys, be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
Ian Happ, the leadoff batter as he swings through it for strike one. Cubs made Ian Happ a first-round pick in 2015. He played at the University of Cincinnati as an infielder. Played a little bit of outfield, but a guy in 2022. What a year, Chris. Both an all-star and a gold glover. In the air, right side. Sanchez makes the grab, one away.
Batting second.
Here's a look at the Cubs
fielder,
lineup.
Kyle.
And the challenge for this lineup today,
Tucker.
Siggy, finding a way to have success against the sinker ball.
Yeah, it's a tough pitch to hit, Boog, and even harder to elevate. Got to set your sights a little bit higher when you're at the dish. They're struggling with it. I'd expect them to make some type of adjustment. It won't take long to see how well that sinker is working today.
This one in the air. Norby. 2 down.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Seiya Suzuki.
So now here's the DH, Seiya Suzuki. Ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. We played an inning, no score. Welcome back, and we've got a new arm on the mound to start the second. Tyson Miller.
Now pitching for the Cubs, number 49, Tyson Miller.
And now for the Marlins,
Leading off for the
Dane
Marlins,
Myers.
the left fielder, Dane Myers.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Pro Armstrong makes the grab, one down.
Batting seventh, the designated
Davison
hitter,
De Los
Davison
Santos
De Los
now at the
Santos.
plate. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
That missed by a lot. And it's a ball and a strike. The Cubs bullpen with some action. Ryan Presley up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Hodge warming up as well. One down, base is empty. And a count 1-2. Struck him out looking. Pinch hitter coming on, Griffin Conine.
Number 18,
Well, they're going with the lefty
Griffin
bat here, Boog, trying to
Conine.
improve that matchup for a very important at bat in this game.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Conine goes 6'1", 27 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2018. That one finds the zone. That's strike 2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Goes down looking.
Sometimes I hate taking trips to the lab.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Cincinnati Reds going up against the Colorado Rockies.
And now, please welcome your
And we'll be back for the first pitch right after this.
Colorado Rockies.
So just about set now. And on the mound today, German Marquez.
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball
Leading
will
off
beat
the
them.
afternoon
In now for the
Cincinnati,
Reds,
the
T.J.
center fielder,
Friedel.
T.J. Friedel.
That's in for a strike on the outside corner. And we're underway. Close one, doesn't get the call. And the count is 1-1. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Ground ball,
Nope,
left
that's foul.
side, and that's just foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Back foot slider ties him up, struck him out.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good two-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ellie De La Cruz. Swung on, belted. And that's a home run into the upper deck. Into the second deck it goes, and the Reds jump out in front. It's 1-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate. Here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
Base is empty, one away. Matt McClain, the next to hit for the Reds. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
0-1's the count.
One out, base is empty. And a foul ball. Into the outfield, base hit.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Tyler Stevenson, the next to hit for the Reds. Checks over to first, back safely. There's a strike. McClain leads off first with one away. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
One ball, two strikes.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Got him swinging. Slider got him for strike three.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
And now the right fielder, Jake Fraley. That misses. Ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. 1 for the Reds on the homer. It's now 1-0. Back here in Denver, and today's starting pitcher, Hunter Green.
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Makes the grab, and there's 1 away.
Here's
Bud Black's lineup for the Colorado Rockies. Already trailing by a run in this one. They'll be looking to get on the scoreboard early on as well.
Well, it's just the 1 run, so not too big a hill to climb. But, yeah, if they can answer back in this inning, or at least in the next couple, that'll maybe settle everyone into this ball game, and that includes their own starter on the mound.
Breaking ball, and that got him. Now it's the shortstop, Ezekiel Tovar. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
Next offering upstairs. The Cincinnati bullpen has some movement. Emilio Pagan up and throwing for Terry Francona. Rogers, the lefty, warming up as well. Swing and a miss.
Boom, that's cheddar,
1 ball,
baby.
2 strikes.
Man at first, 1 away. And that's downstairs and outside.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher. But if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
Lays out. Oh, it's off his glove. No throw, and he reaches safely. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Here's Michael Tolia. Just missed.
That's inside.
On the ground, right side. To Elliott, second for one. Drops it, but they're saying it was on the transfer.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Chris Bryant.
Here's Bryant now.
Keep an eye on this at bat because even though it's early, it could change the outcome of this game. Look for your pitch and attack it.
Sliced hard but foul. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Stevenson to first. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Batting sixth, the left fielder.
So he's able to reach first base despite the strikeout, and that extends the inning. Kind of a tough turn of events for the defense there.
Yeah, that's maybe a little bit of a morale killer for a second. You think you're about to go hit, but really quickly you have to refocus and be ready for the next play. We'll see if they can work around it.
Now here's Nolan Jones. That's in there. 0-1. Drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. 1 run's in. Save! They take the lead. It's 2-1.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
Tyro Estrada to the plate. That one catches the zone. That's strike 1. Two outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. And the slider just misses.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone.
2 strikes.
Off the mark there. Ball 2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. On the ground to third. They get the force. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But 2 runs for them and they jump ahead. Second inning coming up here in Denver. It's the Rockies 2 and the Reds 1. Welcome back, and we've got a new arm on the mound to start the second. Seth Halverson.
Now pitching for the Rockies.
Well, 1-run
Number
game.
54.
Spencer Steer getting ready to hit.
Halverson.
And that one fouled off. That's outside.
that ball went out.
1-1.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and one gone.
Don't see it more commonly in the sport these days, but man, a triple-digit fastball blown right by someone is still pretty awesome to witness. I mean, you got to be geared up and ready to swing it when a guy like this comes out of the bullpen, because that fastball, it eats, and if you're not ready, you're going to be walking back to the dugout.
Now batting Jamer Candelario. And the first pitch misses for ball one. One down, base is empty. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. That one is absolutely belted. Off the base of the wall. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
All over that one right there. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way,
Well,
it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. It's even better when it gets you extra bases. Gotta love looking in at your dugout and seeing your teammates fired up. And now a crucial opportunity to tie up this game with another base hit.
Making a move at second base. Here's the pinch runner for Cincinnati, Stuart Fairchild. And now it's Gavin Lux. Fastball for a strike. Right-handed reliever. And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. That's inside.
2 strikes.
1 out and a runner at second.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that's down and away. Got him swinging for the K. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
And now it's Austin Hayes. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Fought off foul. Fairchild at second with 2 down. And misses inside.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Runner around third. And they tag him out. Here in Philadelphia, Citizens Bank Park, Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Washington Nationals taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. First pitch coming your way next. Coming up on the first pitch and on the hill for the Phillies, Zach Wheeler. Always a treat to watch one of the best starters in the sport singing.
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
And now up for Washington, C.J. Abrams. Edge of the zone for a strike, and we're underway here this afternoon.
First pitch, 106.
And that drops in for a strike.
0-2.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Came after him with the fastball on 0-2, and that's a pretty good demonstration of what power pitching is all about. He's got the stuff, obviously, and right there he used it to put his opponent away without needing to waste any pitches.
Dylan Cruz will hit next. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Cruz, in his rookie season, batting second in today's lineup, a former first-round pick in 2023. One down, base is empty. Late with the swing there.
0-2 with the count.
Oh and 2 now. Gets a piece and stays alive. One out, base is empty. And delivers outside.
2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, even though he strikes out, he saw a lot of pitches and he battled. Plus, he gave the guys behind him an opportunity to see more from the pitcher. Not the result he wanted, but that's still a good at bat.
Next to hit for the Nats, James Wood. First pitch just misses. Two outs. Just missed. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. 2 outs, base is empty. On the ground, right side, and that chance handled. Tosses to first. Nats go down 1-2-3. Nothing doing for Washington. And now it's the Phillies' turn. No score. You're dialed into the show. Back here in Philadelphia, and towing the slab in this one, Mackenzie Gore.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here.
For the Phillies,
He's a big,
the
strong guy.
designated
Can
hitter,
untie
Kyle
this game with one swing.
Schwarber.
Fouled off. He was late. The 0-1. Late swing, foul to the left. Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2
1 ball, 2
strikes.
strikes to count.
Next one misses. And a count now even
2
up.
balls, 2 strikes.
In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Trey Turner, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
0-1.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
So Trey goes down on strikes.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an
Batting
inning,
third,
got to be
the
feeling
first
pretty
baseman,
good out there on the
Ryan.
mound, because when you think of
Harper.
just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with a number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Here comes Bryce Harper. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Two down, nobody on. There's a high chopper. And the Phillies are set down in order. Down quickly go the Phillies. Scoreless after 1. Back here in
Leading off for the
Philadelphia,
Nationals, the
second
first
inning
baseman,
set to
number
go.
33,
And here's the first baseman, Nathaniel Lowe. Wheeler back to work. And that one fouled off. Next offering is in for a strike. Dave Lawrence assigned to work home plate in this one.
Good umpire, Boog. Very fair, very consistent. Now, I did hear some feedback that he opens up the outside corner a little bit on left-handed hitters, which, you know, for me, I'd be kind of salty. So maybe something to keep an eye on and see if that factors into this one at all.
The pitch. And a swing and a miss. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Here's Josh Bell. And the first offering is not close. One down, base is empty. Swings and misses. And the count 1-1.
1-1.
Swing and a foul out of play. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And down on strikes he goes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
That is quick. The second
And now
base,
it's Luis Garcia.
Garcia.
And that one hammered. That's back. And that one is going to go. So he blasts one out the other way. It's 1-0. One pitch, one swing, one home run.
Yeah, you could say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Zach Wheeler won't go any further. Just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment.
Now pitching for
Well,
the
new
Phillies.
pitcher will be the lefty Matt
Number 25.
Strom.
Pretty tight game,
Matt.
so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And now it's Keibert Ruiz. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Pitch
Back
misses.
ball
Now 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Well, on those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
This one in the air. Stop. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. The Atlanta Braves and the Chicago Cubs. First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to go. Getting the nod in this one, Shota Imanaga. What do you have on him, Siggy?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those
Leading off the
weapons.
afternoon
He
for
may lean
Atlanta,
on 1 or
the
2
center
pitches,
fielder,
depending on how things are going and how things are working. But if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Michael Harris II, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
First pitch, 107.
Up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. On the money. Nice play. Here's Brian Snitker's lineup for the Braves. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Now batting Jurickson Profar. Swinging a foul straight back. 1 out, base is empty. Nice grab. Over to first. Nicely done for the out.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Batting third, the third baseman, Austin.
Here is Austin Riley. That one off the mark, and it's 1-0. Two out, space is empty. Right through there for a strike.
1-1.
Strike on the outside. Now 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. And it falls. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. On to the bottom of the first. No score. Back here at the friendly confines. And starting this one, Chris Sale. How about a scouting report on him?
Well, Sale's a strikeout pitcher, and the thing about it is he'll throw strikes early, but then start teasing the zones, and that's what the great ones do. You got to make sure you elevate him, get him out over the plate. That's the only way you're going to have a chance.
In half up to hit. That one
Ball
way
1.
inside.
Ball 1, no strikes.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
And down on strikes. One away.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more. His timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Here's Kyle Tucker. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate. Tucker,
0-1's the count.
former 5th overall pick in the 2015 draft by the Astros. This guy's turned into a whale of a player. Tucker hits for power. He's got 30 homer power, but the strikeout rate is under 20%. Ground ball to the right side. Throw on to Olsen, and the home first moving along quickly today. Two gone. Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
Popped in the air, left side. Murphy should have this one. He's got it, and that is out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. We played an inning, no score. Here at Wrigley Field, and here is Matt Olson. Shota, a former All-Star, 31 years old, and he was born in Japan. Misses outside, 1-0. Movement in the Cubs bullpen. Ryan Presley up and throwing. Hit hard, but foul off to the left.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
And a ground ball to first. And he takes it himself for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. And that is in there for a strike. I believe that's the split.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Will the swing? It's a strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there, and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. On the corner for a strike. Line drive. Brings it in for the 3rd out.
gold bars to a gunfight. I bring a blow torch. Spending new money to fight a old charge. No such thing as no charge. Been high since the cold.
Live from Wright Field on the south side of Chicago, we've got baseball on the show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays going up against the Chicago White Sox. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go now. And on the mound in this one, Martin Perez.
Well, that 12-6 curveball explodes out of the hand, and because he's able to throw the high fastball at the top of the strike zone for a strike, hitters commit to that pitch, and before they know it, they're swinging over the top of that curveball.
And the batter is George Springer. Ripped on the ground to second, throws to first in time. That takes care of Springer. Okay, let's check out the lineup. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, I think the approach you take is really try to lay off of those pitches down in the zone until he gets some called strikes and then forces you to go after that pitch. Until then, make him elevated, because guys that throw those sinkers, those two-seamers, really hard for them to be effective up in the zone. Those are pitches you can hammer, and when you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it.
1 out, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. The shortstop takes the ball. Fights that one away, still 1-2. And there's a ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
This ball's chopped on the ground, but it kicks foul. Got it. And there's 2 away.
Well, getting a good look at the pitcher here in the first inning isn't a bad thing. I know he struck out, but you can live with that as long as the other hitters in this lineup can learn something from it.
Anthony Santander at the plate. A switch hitter batting right. That's a laser base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero.
So, Singy, let's
Jr.
dive into the numbers, courtesy of StatCast. Do you even feel contact being made when you hit a ball that hard?
No, I don't think so, Boog. I mean, that's just the best feeling in the world as a hitter. You square it up perfectly, and it's like you didn't even swing the bat. And there are times the ball feels heavy off your bat. You know it, but this is not one of those cases. He sent this one.
This ball well hit left center field, and that splits the gap. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Relay throw home. Not in time. He beat it, and they've got the lead.
Oh, that's a lonely feeling for an outfielder. The read wasn't great, and it really hurts when it costs your team a run.
So, runner at second, 2 down. And now to the plate, here's the Toronto DH, Will Wagner. He swings and misses at the first pitch, 0-1. Guerrero on at second with 2 down.
All you got to do is concentrate and execute this next pitch. Get yourself out of the jam, back into the dugout.
Man on second, 2 down. Foul ball, still 0-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Caught and missed. Struck him out. They limit the damage here. The Jays push across a run on this double. It's now a 1-0 ball game.
Look at me. I'm feeling so powerful. Look at me.
Back at right field. Pitching in our game today, Kevin Gossman.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boo. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Mike Topman, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Check swing, and he went. And it's 1-1.
One ball, one strike. Two and one.
And that one is lifted in the air, and that is Springer. Brings it in, and there's one down. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. Finding themselves down a run early, they'd like to punch back here with a run of their own.
Absolutely, Boog, but I don't expect them to change their approach because of that run. They still want to put together strong at-bats. Be patient out there and get a feel for this starting pitcher.
And now here's the big center fielder, Luis Robert. And he chases a high fastball there.
Well, a come-and-get-me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Next pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. And fouled off.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. And that quickly 2 away.
Batting third, the left fielder,
Andrew Benintendi steps up.
Benintendi.
And that's a little bit high. And that's ball 1. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. And that is out of play. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Got him. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nothing across here this half. We head to the second on the south side. It's the Blue Jays 1 and the White Sox nothing.
Pitching for the
Welcome
White
back,
Sox.
and we've got a new arm on the mound to start the second. Gus Varland.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. That one the other way, and foul ball.
really good athlete, and many times we talk about, the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
The other way, Vaughn steps on first for the out.
Batting 7, the second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
Here's Andres Jimenez. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive, because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
One down, base is empty. Good job to fight that one off. Swing and a miss. Gassed it right by him. 2 outs, base is empty. Next to hit, Ernie Clement. That one almost got him. Two outs, base is empty. Inside, just missed. That one misses, and that's ball 3.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Right down to shoot, and the count is 3-1.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
Swing and a foul straight back. Lifted in the air, right field. Tachman settles under it and makes the catch. And that is that.
I still, some of them inside graves. I'm a real beach boy. Come ride my wave. Left me with the either or.
About 13 miles from downtown Atlanta, welcome to Truist Park. We're going to be treated to a gorgeous day for baseball on the show. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks going up against the Atlanta Braves. John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. Well, Singy, when you consider the top hitters' ballparks in the sport, this has got to be one of them.
I'll say this, pitchers have to stay with their game. They can't look over their shoulder and think, I have to be fine and perfect on every pitch. Continue to pitch to your strengths, and you'll come out of here with a good outing.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
It's hard
just about set to go. And starting this one, Chris Sale. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Big time arm power. One thing he struggles with, though, is repeating his delivery. And sometimes you have bigger pitchers trying to sync things up. Not as easy as a more compact pitcher. But if he can get command going, establish it early, and carry it through the ball game, he's going to pitch deep into this one.
Ready to go? This is Corbin Carroll. Top of the zone for a strike. And that's how this game gets started. That's inside. And now it's even 1-1. There's a swing and a drive. Raging back towards the wall. And that one is out of here. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. And it gives him the lead in the first. It's 1-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. Well, you got to love a game that brings some action from the jump. And at the plate, he was looking for a pitch to absolutely drive. And, you know, leadoff hitters aren't up there anymore just working the count, trying to get on. They're looking to make some noise and do some damage.
Ketel Marte up to the plate. Just missed. Sale, the lefty who lights up the radar gun. 35 years old, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit. Sale ready.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
And a pitch. And a foul ball. Makes the count 2-1. Late on that fastball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Next offering is in the dirt. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Nabs it, and there's one down. Now the Diamondbacks lineup as put together by Torey Lovullo. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, you know, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And you know, if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever, if they do at all.
Two the count.
One out, base is empty. Stays alive. Two now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Fouled off. And they'll do it again.
Three-two.
Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Quite the matchup we're seeing here. 6 foul balls in this at bat alone, really making him work out there.
And there's ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
Well, he opted to go with the off-speed stuff on that 3-2 with the bases empty. Close pitch, but now he's got to work out of the stretch.
Here's Gurriel. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Right through there for a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. Throw, and they got it.
Well, I think that was a hit and run right there. When you look at how far that pitch is out of the zone and the hitter still trying to put wood on it, put it in play, that tells you that they had something going. But unfortunately, it was a good job of execution by the pitcher and the catcher to get that out of the zone and then throw out the runner at second base. Really nice job behind the dish.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Kelnick on the move. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's an early 1-0 lead. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back at Truist Park, and pitching here today, Corbin Burns.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now in for the Braves, Michael Harris II. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. In the air, out towards left center. McCarthy tracks it down for the out.
Batting second.
Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. And with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for him.
Boog, you have to be really careful when you've got a guy like this on the mound for you to not become a spectator. You know that he doesn't give up a whole lot, but sometimes guys get a little too comfortable and don't have an urgency to score runs. You have to make sure you put him in a situation where he can get the W, but also you guys can cruise to the finish line and not have to worry about a comeback in the end.
That one to first, and that's foul.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. One down, base is empty. Got him! Now 2 away.
Batting third.
Here is Austin Riley. The entire defense, infield and outfield, shifted to the left. That's hard hit on the line. Carroll makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They trail here 1-0.
Now pitching for
They go with one of their more experienced arms in this spot, Pierce Johnson.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Jake McCarthy stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Jake McCarthy.
That one finds the zone, and that is strike one. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. And 1-2.
2 strikes.
That one missed.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And it remains 2-2. And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
This one in the air. Albies makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. Foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. And strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Johnson fires.
Ball, that's just out.
The Braves bullpen has some activity. Dylan Lee getting ready to go. Bummer getting loose as well. Caught him looking for the K.
Man, he had the stanky leg on that one right there. That curveball just locked him up.
The designated hitter, Randall.
2 down, bases empty. Randall Grichuk now. Not even close there. And that's ball 1. Two out, space is empty.
That's ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And now 3-0. That's ball four. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Moreno.
2 outs, runner at first. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Gabriel Moreno. Very high with that one. Ball 1. Grichuk off of first with 2 away.
Ball, that's out.
That one down the line. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it.
Dramón, que ya no estamos para los tiempos de la high. Hey, hace rato que te dije bye.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Cleveland Guardians taking on the Baltimore Orioles. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this.
Your Baltimore Orioles.
Just about set to go now. And towing the slab in this one, Zach Eflin. How about a report on him, Chris?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
And a foul ball. Now the 0-1. In the air out towards right center. Mullins sizing this one up. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And a quick out, number 1. Here's the Guardians lineup now. And the challenge for this lineup today, Singy, finding a way to have success against the sinker ball.
Yeah, it's a tough pitch to hit, Boog, and even harder to elevate. Got to set your sights a little bit higher when you're at the dish. They're struggling with it. I'd expect them to make some type of adjustment. It won't take long to see how well that sinker is working today.
Swing and a pop-up. Henderson puts it away, and there's 2 down. Now it's Jose Ramirez. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
And that's outside. When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact, with less swing and miss.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a play to... And he's got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Guardians go down 1-2-3. Orioles due up in the first, no score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here in Baltimore, and on the mound for Cleveland in this one, Tanner Bybee.
Well, this guy featuring that straight four-seam fastball, but off of it throws the cutter, and really he's most effective when he's using that cutter off the four-seam fastball just to miss the barrel of the bat. Not always going to see the swings and misses, but if you can somehow get weaker contact, you have a chance to collect some outs. Now, it's going to look the same until the very last second, so hitters are going to have to make a decision and hope that sometimes they're able to guess right.
Gunnar Henderson leading things off and takes a strike.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. One now. Swing and a ball popped up. Ramirez. He makes the grab, and there's one down. Time now to take a look at the Orioles lineup put together by manager Brandon Hyde. Here's Adley Rutschman. Of admission, and the Orioles jump out in front. It's 1-0. He sent the first pitch over the wall.
Must have dinner reservations because he wasn't wasting any time at the plate in that at bat. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
One down. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. Just off the inside edge.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
One out, bases empty. Action in the pen down there. Hunter Gaddis, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Smith also throwing. That's off the mark, and it's 2-1. Right through there for a strike. That one ripped. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Naylor collects, fires to first, in time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Two out, space is empty. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike three. Solo homer brings in one for Baltimore. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back now at Oriole Park, and now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. Eflin in his 9th season, 30 years old now, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Eflin back to work. Oh, he doesn't get the call, and that is ball one. And that one fouled off. And that's through there for a strike. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. Here comes Lane Thomas. Fouled off down the right side.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
One down, base is empty. And a big swing and a miss. Woody Keller making the calls behind home for us today.
And Boog, something to keep an eye on is how pitchers utilize the top part of the strike zone. We see a lot more of that in today's game with pitchers going up there with hard stuff. Keller, definitely an umpire that isn't afraid to call strikes up in that part of the strike zone.
Ball.
That's a ball, went with the sweeper.
And now a little barking back towards the umpire. Clearly thought he got that outside corner on what was a pretty big pitch. Sometimes that only makes it worse for you moving forward, but it can also open up that location in the future if the umpire thinks there's a chance that he missed it.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Rutschman on to first. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
And up next for Cleveland, Angel Martinez. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And makes the play, and that's out number 3.
What up, y'all? Yeah.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Texas Rangers going up against the Athletics. First pitch coming your way next.
Welcome, your Athletics.
Just about set to go. And today's starter, Luis Severino. What do you got on him, Chris?
He has a great ability to command a game, Boog, but in order for that to happen today, he's got to limit damage, make smart pitches, and avoid big innings. If he were a golfer, we'd say he needs to avoid any double bogeys out there, and if he does, his scorecard is going to look pretty good at the end of the day.
Digging in, Marcus Semien. And that's in for a strike. And we are underway. Severino swings through that one above the zone.
On the mound, you take a note. You see the hitter's willingness to chase that pitch upstairs, get deeper in the count, try to climb the ladder.
Swings and misses, and one out now.
Dominating strikeout there on just 3 pitches, and that's what a good power pitcher can do to you. If he's hitting his spots, filling up the strike zone, sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
Now it's Corey Seager. And there's a foul ball. One out, base is empty. One down, base is empty. Foul ball, still 0-2. Ground ball up the middle, and he can't come up with it. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
Double play ball to second. There's one. On the run, sends it over to first. On to first, save. So they get one, but a really nice try there.
Well, he made the decision to try and take it himself at second and then throw for the double play over to first base, but good hustle down the line. You know, it's a toss-up to think if he flipped it, could they have gotten him? I think you just have to go with your conviction.
Fouled off left side.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Over to first, and he's safe.
He's safe.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
2 outs. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Oh, and 2 now. That one's upstairs. Ball 1. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. It's the Rangers nothing. A's coming up. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. And towing the slab, Jacob deGrom.
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
Bottom of the first. Now it's the right fielder, Lawrence Butler. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one is back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. And time now to check out the A's lineup. Big challenge for them today as they take on a pitcher who brings electric stuff and really racks up the strikeouts.
Yeah, and it's all about making good contact against a pitcher like this. You're not going to get very many pitches to hit in an at-bat, maybe even in a game. So you got to be ready, zoned in into the spot where you think you've got the best chance and jump all over it. Might be the first pitch in the at-bat, so you better walk up there ready from the jump. If they can make early, consistent contact, I think they'll have a much better shot against it.
Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. Garcia makes the grab, and there's two away.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up, he'll find a hole.
This is J.J. Bleday. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Climb the ladder with that fastball, and the count is 0-2. And the pitch is outside, ball 1.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Swings and misses, struck him out. End of 1, and we're still scoreless. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And now the right fielder, Adolis Garcia. Can't glove it cleanly. Still finds a way to get off a throw and save. Couldn't recover from the misplay.
Leadoff man aboard on the error, and that puts your pitcher in a little bit of a tough spot right away to start the inning. Not where you want to be. So we'll see if he's able to work around it and pick the defense up.
Substitution being made at first. On to pinch run, Ezekiel Duran. Here's Josh Young. And he gets that fastball by him upstairs.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
And a pitch. Now 1-1. The A's bullpen has some movement. Mason Miller, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Severino kicks, deals. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. He's got it. And there's one away.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Next up for Texas, Evan Carter. This guy can absolutely fly. I think one of the faster players in baseball. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Second inning here, no score. And a swing and a miss there.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
That one almost got him. Duran leads off first with 1 away. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
And now it's Jake Berger to hit. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and that one finds its way through. And now first and second with 2 outs. And that moves the go-ahead run to scoring position with 2 gone.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. A lot riding on this next at-bat now as they look to take the lead at a critical point in this one.
Now pitching for
So
the
a new
Athletics,
pitcher on the mound for the A's,
number
Tyler
44,
Ferguson.
Tyler Ferguson.
First and second, 2 outs. Jonah Heim stepping in for the Rangers. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Two on, 2 outs. Just missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
On the ground, right side, down the line, and it's foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Line drive, and it's just foul. That was close.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Got him. That's out number 3.
Feeling go away, you're in love with the fame. Feeling lonely, no one to call myself a now I'm on with the homies.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Colorado Rockies and the Washington Nationals. First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to roll. Our starting pitcher in this one, Mackenzie Gore. What should we keep an eye on here?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Okay, all set to
Leading
go.
off the
So in
afternoon
now for Colorado,
the center
Brenton
fielder,
Doyle.
Brenton Doyle.
And it goes just foul. Up the middle, lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No play, that's an infield single.
Batting second, the third baseman, number 24, Ryan.
Here's Ryan McMahon now. Ground ball could be two. There's one, and that's two.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Ezekiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Tovar, a former Gold Glove winner, 23 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Two down, nobody on, and that one fouled off. The 0-2.
Ball inside.
Two out, space is empty.
Let's go, Mac.
And that one way outside. And the count is 2-2.
Count's full.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
Here's Michael Tolia. Strike one.
0-1's the count.
Tovar, the runner at first with two gone. Foul ball there. Two outs. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. So one left for Colorado, and now the Nats get their first opportunity. There's no score. You're dialed into the show. Back here in Nationals Park. On the hill here today, Herman Marquez. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, he's got great stuff, but what makes his stuff even better is his delivery. Hides the ball for a very long time, high leg kick, and by the time the hitter sees it, it's right on top of him.
Bottom of the first. Here's
Leading
C.J.
off for
Abrams to hit.
Washington, the shortstop, C.J. Abrams.
Just missed. That one misses, and it's 2-0. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. The wind of the pitch. Fouls one off. 2-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
Next pitch is downstairs. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
When you go that deep into an at bat, the hitter usually comes out on top.
Batting second.
Next to
the
hit,
right
Dylan
fielder,
Cruz. Just missed. Next pitch in for a strike, and the count even at 1. And a swing and a miss.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Runner at first with no outs here. Check swing, appeal to first. No swing, just held it back there. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Batting third, the left fielder.
As we take a look at the Nationals lineup. Singy, we're looking at a young lineup here. Not much experience, but they're going to bring a lot of energy to the field.
Yeah, and that's just it, Boog. We expect this lineup to play hard no matter what. They are an exciting group to watch.
So digging in, James Wood.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
First pitch misses. Runner on the move. Strike in there. Safe in second, and that was not close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Runner goes again. Line drive caught. To second with the throw and no chance to get back. It's a double play. Scoreless after 1. New pitcher on now, Derek Law.
Now pitching for Washington, number 58, Derek Law.
Here is Chris Bryant.
For Colorado, the designated hitter, Chris Bryant.
flashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Way out front for strike two. The Nationals have some action going in the pen. Jorge Lopez, the closer, is getting loose. A swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with two strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Now here's Nolan Jones.
Counts 1-0.
First offering misses badly for ball one.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball two.
Ricky Holiday, our umpire behind the dish, known as pretty fair umpire for both hitters and pitchers.
Yeah, I think that's right, Boog. There is a little inconsistency on the corners of the plate. You can't always be sure how it's going to go with those borderline pitches as the game progresses.
Late swing, foul to the left. No score here in the second. Liner caught at second.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Tyro Estrada to the plate. Little chopper rolls foul. Hit hard on the ground is short. Over to low. It's a 1-2-3 inning for the Rockies. Welcome you to the south side of Chicago and Wright Field. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Seattle Mariners going up against the Chicago White Sox. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
Chicago White Sox.
Just about to get underway and getting the start for the White Sox, Martin Perez.
Sinker cutter change. He's not overpowering velocity, not even up to 90, which isn't, it's not like, you got to have 90. If you can move the ball around, and all it's about is keeping hitters off balance. And if you can have some late movement, you miss the barrel, you get weak contact, and you can move through a game as we've seen him do this season.
Victor Robles, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike one. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Missed with a changeup. Now 1-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. And the first pitch misses for ball one. The Mariners knew what they had. Signed him in July of 2017 for a little under $2 million when Rodriguez was just 16 years old out of the Dominican Republic. Next offering is in for a strike. Fast forward to 2022. For Julio Rodriguez to win the Rookie of the Year, the Seattle Mariners were then compensated with the 29th overall pick in the first round of the draft in 2023. Part of the new CBA, enticing teams to promote their good young players. One down, base is empty. Oh, look at the stop. The throw, it's there, and that's a great play. And now we check out the Mariners lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Swung on, belted. That one's carrying. It has the distance, gone. That one felt good. And the Mariners have the lead. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. His bat looks like it's in the zone for such a long time, and that gives him the ability to get barrel on it and hit the ball out to any part of the park. 2 outs, nobody on. So now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Randy Arozarena, and he takes a strike. Two down, nobody on. That one the other way. Oh, he botches it. Gets off a throw, and that is the third out of the inning. The Mariners pick up a run thanks to this solo homer. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and taking the ball for Seattle, Logan Gilbert. He's got that splitter, and it's a pitch that swings and misses, come fast, and they come often. Very difficult to pick up out of his hand.
Here's Mike Tauchman.
Leading off for the White Sox, the right fielder, Mike Tauchman.
Tried to check his swing, appeal to third. No, he held up. And the 1-0. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Gets him to chase after that one.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right
strikes.
there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And that's downstairs. It's 2-2.
That's a really good take.
Inside. Counts full, 3-2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And the tying run is on base.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
No outs. Runner at first. Luis Robert now. That misses. Ball 1. Tachman gets his lead at first with nobody out. On the ground right side into the outfield, base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Now just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Andrew Benintendi up to the plate. Hard ground ball for a base knock. Runner around third on his way to the plate. The throw is offline and he's in to score. It's 1-1.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
Andrew Vaughn now. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. 1 away.
Batting fifth, the third baseman.
Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track. Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. That one misses, and now 3-0.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
And they're all loaded up.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
So bases all loaded up. So up next for Chicago, Lenny and Sosa. Golden opportunity right here. And that's way high. And that's ball 1. The pitch. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Crawford to second, and that's 2. But the RBI single pushes across a run. All even now at 1-1. Major League Baseball is on the show. Welcome back, and we've got a new arm on the mound to start the second. Frazier Ellard.
Now pitching for the White Sox, number 55, Frazier. Eller.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Luke Raley.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Justin Anderson up and loosening in the pen.
Now, just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
And fires in a fastball at 95.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
And a swing and a miss. And one away.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. It's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Now batting Mitch Haniger. Yeah, that's fouled off. That's to third. Rojas tosses across to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
J.P. Crawford digs in now. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there. And foul as it bangs off the fence. Inside, just missed. Next pitch is outside. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a foul out of play. And there's a ball. Jorge Polanco in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 2 outs. And a swing and a miss. And that's that.
Every time you look at me, I can't hold back. But I don't want to tell you that.
Live from Rate Field on the south side of Chicago, we're going to be treated to a gorgeous day for baseball on the show. It's the Cleveland Guardians going up against the Chicago White Sox. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this.
Your Chicago White Sox.
about to get started here. And today's starting pitcher, Martin Perez.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
And now, Stephen Kwan.
Let's go, Martin.
The wind and the pitch. Outside low. And we're underway here on the south side of Chicago. Check swing, called strike. And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Got him swinging.
Well, I think he was waiting on the changeup right there, and he got it. It just drifted too far in on him. I think that pitch is just a little more out over the plate. Probably squares it up, but instead, he's going to have to go take a seat.
Now here is Kyle Manzardo. Called strike, a sinker at the bottom of the zone. Perez, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a changeup, a cutter, a curve, and he works in a 4-seamer. Next offering is in for a strike.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Hit on the ground to short. In time to Vaughn. 2 away here in the top of the first. Here's the Guardians lineup now. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Here's Jose Ramirez. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. He swings and fouls one off.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Next offering is down low. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely, if he's doing damage. Now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But, yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
Chopped left side. And that's a foul ball.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
2 down, nobody on. Inside, and he hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. Step off throw to first. Ramirez back in on a dive. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. Just off the inside edge.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 1-1. On the inside corner for a strike. Gets a piece and stays alive. And he grounds one to the right side. And it finds its way through for a hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Really protected with 2
Rain.
strikes right there.
Thomas.
Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate. Up the middle. He's in there.
Batting 6, the second baseman, Angel Martinez.
2 outs, bases full. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Angel Martinez. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Way back there, it's got a chance. Long run, tracks it down. And that's the 3rd out. Huge opportunity missed there. Time for the White Sox to go to work. No score. Back at right field. And today's starting pitcher, Tanner Bybee. What do you look for here?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Mike talked